for this one, because all of the information that I'm sharing, it's not just like my opinion and what I think you should do. It's from people who pay people a lot of money to know the algorithms and what is working and how to use certain social media sites. So this is very credible information that I'm going to be sharing with you on top of other stuff. So I'm really, really excited to be able to pass it on to you guys, and I hope that you can use it going forward. Now, I do want to say that the reason I'm so excited is because it's so simple. So it's not anything that's like super complex, and honestly, afterwards you're probably like, oh, that's it. Like it's so simple that like I know you can do it, and it really is going to help all of our businesses by implementing these like simple things. But I want to start with an announcement. Jamie and I, so our teams are going to do an Action Academy next month, and we haven't really talked through the details of it yet, but I'm in one for the Diamonds in the Central page. And so I thought it'd be fun to do with our teams too. So we're going to create this separate group, and it's going to be, the reason behind it is to help you take action and be held accountable. So we're going to have a Google Sheet that you'll fill out your name, and there will be a goal at the top, and you'll fill in like your own number. So like goal is to invite 20 people to a challenge group, invite 10 people to the coaching opportunity. It's going to be a weekly thing. So we're going to have like a goal that you should shoot for, but you won't be penalized if you don't meet the goal. And it's going to be like other goals for you to reach to. So you'll fill in your own information, and we're going to just do it through the entire month of March. And here's the thing. If you don't update it, if you don't fill in your information, you get kicked out of the group. So that's the accountability part of it, that you have to fill it out and be doing the stuff and holding yourself accountable to be part of the group. And Jamie and I will talk through a few more details. But it's to get you to start taking action and hopefully starting to move your business forward. So we're really excited about that. Okay, so I'm going to screen share that, and I'm just going to jump right into this content. Sorry, Tyler has his like, this is Tyler's laptop, and he has his text like linked up to send here. So if anything inappropriate comes across, I'm very sorry. I have no control. Okay. Okay, so I can't see you. If you have any questions, go ahead and send a chat or unmute yourself. If you want me to pause or go back or something, I'm happy to go back and re-explain something or anything like that. But so really the focus is attracting on social media. We're going to be talking about a little more than just attracting on social media, but that's the main focus of it. Okay, and so first we're going to go over Facebook. And so right now, Facebook traffic is down 50 million hours a day. And that's like Mark Zuckerberg he said he made a announcement telling us exactly what he wants to see on Facebook and the reason for these changes. So listen to what Facebook is telling you. And right now, Facebook wants to know, are you posting to engage and connect with people? So, you know, we're not supposed to be selling on our Facebook pages anyways, but if you're posting something that's purpose is not to engage and connect and build relationships within Facebook, then Facebook says, well, this person's not trying to do that, so we're going to hide their post from the newsfeed so no one's really going to see it. So keep that in mind, that Facebook is telling us, so listen to what they are saying, that they want us to engage and connect with people through our posts, through comments, through messaging. Okay, so what should you consider when posting? The first thing is, and I know I say this so many times, you're probably like, oh my God, I know, shut up already about it. But like after hearing it there, I was like, I'm so happy that all these people are saying this, but stop talking about that thing that you sell. Stop talking about Shakeology. Stop talking about Beachbody on Demand. I said it over and over again, but people can Google these things. Facebook does not want us selling things online. So first and foremost, they're not going to show it onto other people's news feeds. Second, people are so turned off by being sold on social media. And third, so one of the biggest objections I get for people coming into coaching is they don't want to be salesy. That's because they're seeing so many people being salesy and talking about Shakeology and blasting their own newsfeed with this stuff that we're selling. So stop talking about that thing that you sell. When you're about to post, think, is this something that people are going to be compelled to comment on without asking for people to comment? So, like today I shared a story about how I really struggled mentally last night. I had a mental breakdown and it didn't really get a ton of traction, but a few people did comment and were like, I love this. Thanks for sharing kind of stuff. I got a couple people message me like, hey, hope you're having a better day. I'm really sorry that you went through that. So I shared a story and I kind of opened up a little and I was connecting with people that, hey, I have mental breakdowns too. And I wasn't trying to sell anything. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but that's just to give you an example. And another thing, less content equals more. So I know some people say, post 2 to 3 times a day or 5 to 7 times a day. That was kind of the old thing. But, if you don't have anything of value to put out, or you're just like, I just need to get a post up, so I'm just going to post something, you might be better off not posting it at all. So put valuable stuff out there, open up, become a storyteller of what's kind of happening with you, and allow yourself to be able to connect with people and ask, is this something people will be compelled to comment on? So kind of what to post. So I really encourage you to make a list of 5 things that make up who you are and post that in a roundabout way, meaning just, okay, I posted about this day, so my next post, whether it's today or tomorrow, is going to be about the next thing on my list. And then you can just keep, kind of go in that order. I would say make fitness as one of them, because that your goal is to, attract people to your fitness challenge group and to coaching and stuff. So I'm not saying don't ever post about it, because that's, that's what you're building to make a career out of. Or some of you just, like a side gig kind of thing. So fitness, yes, be one of them, and still post about fitness stuff. Become a storyteller, and when you're talking in your posts, type the way that you actually talk, so it doesn't seem like this automated system. Same with, like I've said before, with sending messages to people, you don't want it to seem like this scripted out thing. I'm sorry, I'm going to ask Tyler if he can get that off quick. Can you unlink your texts to, do you know how? Okay. I'm so sorry.
You can turn them off on your computer.
That's okay. Okay, so become a storyteller. And I do want to point out that Kim did a post the other day, and I don't remember exactly what it is, but she does a really good job at sharing a story and kind of her struggles and how she fits things in her day. And she does it in a very non-salesy way, that she's just sharing what she's going through, what she's experiencing, how it's I can feel her emotions through her post. And I think that's what you should focus on, is am I relatable to somebody? Can somebody, when they're reading this, can they kind of am I touching them emotionally? Can they feel how I'm feeling? And Kim does a really, really good job at that with her posts. For call to actions, I used to do one once every single week. But twice a month at most. We should really be talking to people more through messaging and inviting them through that, versus trying to get more people through our call to action or more sales type posts. Go live on Facebook. Live video is king of Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg wants to see more live videos. He's going to show more live videos through other news feeds, because it's you being real on live video, no scripts. I mean, maybe you have some notes or whatever, but It's not this edited photo or video. It's you one-on-one, eye camera, just like being real, raw, and yeah. So you can make a list of topics that you might be able to go live about if you have a really good tip. I've seen people do like cooking type stuff on live video, sharing how you meal prep. I've done one on like ways to save money. I've talked about a couple of like my favorite things before. And then if you're afraid to do live video, you can practice by using Snapchat, other story platforms to kind of ease your way up and into it. One-on-one conversations. Talk to more people more often. So through comments on their posts, love on them and ask them questions. Through private messages, and try to get to know them better. Have real conversations. And yeah, it's awkward. Sometimes, I'll be honest, I don't always love having conversations. I'm like, I just don't even know what to say. Like, that's just how it is. It's not always the most comfortable, natural feeling thing. It's something that, takes a little work, but the more that you genuinely are like, okay, I'm going to actually try and get to know this person and have a conversation, the easier it becomes. Okay, I want to go back. So another thing through having conversations, I really hope that you guys listen to the national wake-up calls, but this past one was really, really good. And she gave so many awesome like tips on how she talks to people and how she attracts people to her social media. And so something that I actually did, I've done this before, but I always like kind of forget about it, is everyone who liked my most recent transformation photo post, people who are not a coach and whatever, I sent them a message. I just said, thank you so much for the love on my post. Some people that I haven't really talked much to, I said, thank you. I really appreciate the support. And then I used what the girl in the National Wake Up Call, I can't remember her name, but what she said that she does, I gave it a try. And it was like, I wasn't sure if you were just showing some love or if you're interested, so I didn't want to miss you. Did you want more info? And a couple people said, yeah, I would love more info. And some people said, I was just showing you some support. And then I said, oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Are you on a health and fitness journey too? And then we just talked a little bit. It wasn't anything like scary. So that's another way that you can reach and have more conversations with more people, is by going to those people who like some of your photos and, just thanking them for the support. And that's just another good way to start more connections. Okay, so when going live, these are tips, and I have some extra notes here in case I forget anything. So on any platform that whether it's Snapchat, Instagram stories, Facebook Live, even when you're typing in Facebook posts, talk to one person. So no more saying you guys and, like when you, hey, how are you? Talk to one person. Get started right away. Don't wait for people to hop on, because the majority of views that you're going to get are going to be from the recording once you've ended your live broadcast. And if people get to it and it's just kind of, they're sitting there waiting for you to get started, then they're more likely to keep on scrolling. So get started right away. Have an attention-grabbing starter sentence in the first 10 seconds. Identify a relatable problem. So that's why, you can start coming up with these lists of topics that you can go live about. So for me, maybe I would do like my little steamer. Like I used to always throw my clothes in the dryer. I don't know how to use an ironing board, and this thing is like magic for me. And so I could, have that as a relatable problem. So this like saves me so much time. It's easy to travel with. It's super quick, kind of thing. Just to give you an example. Tell viewers why they'll want to stay, why it's relevant to them, and then, cut to the story. During your broadcast, you can make a call to comment. So, hey, if you've been on here with me, and maybe as we're like starting to grow, this might not be as useful, but if you do have a good amount of people on there, you can say something like, hey, if you've been on here for a little while, could you kind of recap in the comments what we already went over, so people jumping on can kind of see that, so that it gets you more traction. And then end with a call to action. Like, if this was helpful, click the share button so more people can see it, or give me some feedback in the comments or something. So give them a call to action to do at the end, so that you can keep that connection going. Okay, so that's kind of it for Facebook. So we're gonna move on to story platforms. 5 story habits that you should practice. So make it personal. Focus on emotion. How can you relate to people one-on-one and really get them to feel what you're feeling? Practice, practice, practice. Keep a list of stories you can tell and believe in yourself. Stories are remembered 22 times more than facts are, which brings me back to Kim's post. When she shares about her experiences, she's sharing a story and not fitness facts or nutrition facts, just how it's working for her and changes that she's making. I know it was really short on stories, but I will say that Snapchat is coming out with a lot of things, and I've been using Snapchat for a little while, but I'm starting to learn more of the analytics about it. And with the new updates and there's new stuff going on with it, that I really do think it's gonna over time become more of a business platform for people. Will start using it more for business. Okay, Instagram. Okay, hashtags are king, and there's so many different trainings out there and so many different things that work for different people. But okay, so people who do well with less hashtags, I don't know if any of you run that Janelle Summers team call about using 5 hashtags within your initial post. People do well with those because they already have a large following. To get more followers, you really do have to use hashtags. That's going to be the quickest way to get more followers. And that I know that's accurate because you can follow hashtags now. So you know how you can search people and follow people? You can follow hashtags. Hashtags are really becoming more and more. I mean, they've already been huge, but hashtags really are king and the key way to get people to follow you. So if you don't have a big following, which I don't think any of us really do, I think Jamie has the biggest following here, you really do need to use hashtags to grow your following and still be connecting on the side if you're using Instagram. Okay, so be you on your social media. I really can't stress this enough. When I first started coaching, I would literally stalk other coaches' pages because I wanted this to excel, and I wanted to go, and I wanted to be on fast track to fame. And so I'd be like, okay, what's a successful coach posting? What kinds of things are they posting? What's their kind of brand that they're building their stuff around? How are they talking? And that really set me up for failure. So really be you. Don't try to talk like anyone else. If someone else gets 100 likes on a post, don't try to recreate that post in your own words because that's not you. Just be you. Be genuinely, authentically you. And slow down. I've said this before. Again, I've said a lot of things before. But so often we are too reluctant to slow down in order to speed up. I was talking to someone today and I was very honest with them because they're a friend. And I just said, I know that you have the drive to do this. I know that your heart and soul is in it, but you're not you on your social media. And I know that because you're my friend. I really believe that you need to slow down, get in a rhythm, find your groove, slow down in order to speed up. So if you're someone that's struggling, think, are your posts, do they relate to who you are? Because I can't be Jamie. Jamie has some really awesome posts sometimes, but if I try to post like her, then I'm not going to attract people that I want because I'm, as much as alike Jamie and I are, we're not the same person. So I'm just begging you to be more genuinely you, connect people the way that you want to connect with people, the way that you talk, the way that you do things, and you'll attract your tribe. And then, are those who you follow, are they serving you? Are not, if they're a coach, they're not serving you because they're already a coach. They're not going to join you. If they make you jealous, they're not serving you. If you're looking at someone's page saying, oh, I wish I would have thought about a post like that, or I wish I had a house like that, or I wish, they're not serving you. You need to feel great about yourself in order to move forward, whether that's in your health and fitness, whether that's in your beliefs or your whatever it may be. If you're stalking other coaches and you're seeing their stuff, it's not boosting your mentality. You really need to stop following other coaches. Even if there's somebody who, like, I used to go to some coaches' pages and I'm just like, okay, I just need to scroll through their page a little bit to get a little bit of inspiration and find something else to post. But I was like, I encourage you not to do that. All that did for me was see one of their posts that I thought was good and try to recreate that post in my own way, in my own words, but it wasn't me. So I really encourage you not to do that. Okay, so I want you to imagine, sorry, I didn't bring my water in here. Like, I really deeply want you to imagine what it would feel like to want to buy something and not have to worry about the price. Like, I really want you to imagine that. Whether it was flying somewhere to be with family, or going on a vacation just to get away, or buying something for your kids, or basketball or softball lessons or dance lessons for your kids, or healthier food for your family, or nicer clothes, or a new winter jacket, or maybe your car broke down and you need to get it fixed, and not having to worry about what the cost is going to be. Like, just imagine what it would feel like if you did not have to look at or worry about prices. Like, how does that make you feel? The only way you're going to be totally and uniquely you is to do it your own way. Not how you think your followers want to see you. Not what another coach is doing. What is truly and genuinely you. That's how you're gonna find your tribe, because we know that by finding your people, building your team, that's where that monetary growth starts to come in more and more and more. And by being you, that's how you're gonna grow to be able to not look at those price tags, to be able to travel when you want, to be able to, like, right now I'm doing pretty good, but I want to be able to, like, go visit Jamie if I want to, and have, enough finances to be like, okay, I need to call a babysitter. They need to be here at this time during when Tyler's here because I'm going to be away visiting my friend. Just imagine being able to do that. Okay, I want to do something. I want you to think about, and actually, if you guys have a piece of paper, I want you to grab a piece of paper and a pen. And I want you to write down, how are you feeling? Like, how are you? And I mean, like, how do you feel financially? Are you happy? Are you sad? What is your relationship like with your spouse, your significant other? What is your relationship like with the rest of your family? What is your relationship like with God? Like, how are you mentally, physically, emotionally, financially? How are you? And just take a minute and write that down. And if you didn't finish that, I really encourage you to go back and kind of go through that. So now I want you to think about the past 12 months. I want you to really think about what went well. What wins did you have? Did you have any financial growth? Did you meet any new friends? Did you get to experience any new things? Like, what went well over the past 12 months? Or maybe you just think to the past 3 months. What has gone well? What made you happy? What made you feel joy? Okay, I know we are getting to that half-hour mark, so I want to not keep you guys too long. So there's 2 quotes that I want to then share here. The first one is, worrying is like praying for what you don't want. So when you're feeling stressed or frustrated, or like your business isn't moving forward, think of the wins that you did have, or look into the future and think of where you want to go. Because like worrying is like praying for what you don't want, and you don't want to pray for that. And then the second one is, what you focus on expands. If you're focusing on how broke you are, or how your business isn't moving forward, or all these negative things, you're just going to create more of it. So think of those things that went well, those things that bring you joy, the reasons to keep going and to create this awesome life for you and your family, or the future for what you want it to be like. And then the last thing I won't screen share again, but I really want you guys to cause less stress on yourself. And I hope this puts you at ease. And I know some of you may be thinking like, that's it, that's all she had to share with us. But so many people are still trying to be so salesy, and it's really setting them up for failure. Connecting is really what's going to be a game changer in this business. And by engaging more on social media and reaching out to those people who like your stuff and having that deeper connection than just messaging about fitness or cold messaging or whatever, is going to set you up for a solid foundation and a stronger team in the future. And so to cause less stress, I want you to think of like some habits that you can master, or kind of start to implement in your life. So for me, I turned off the notifications on my phone, and I can't even describe the weight lifted off of my shoulder since I did that, because I would be sitting on the couch with Tyler and Blair, and I get so many messages. Like, you guys know, we get messages, like responses back to us. And every time I would feel the need to respond back to them. And like, that's my time with my family. I would feel so stressed out and like I was working 24/7. So I turned off the notifications on my phone. So if you message me on Facebook and I don't get back, that's why. And oh my gosh, it feels so good. And then if someone says something mean to me or I get something back that I don't want to necessarily hear, it's not the first thing I see in the morning or the last thing I see before I go to bed. Um, One thing that I would encourage you to do that I've done and also has been a game changer is eliminating social media in the morning and starting your day with personal development, whether it's before or after your workout, and just starting it on a positive note. Maybe you need to organize your home and that's going to cause you less stress to do other things. Maybe you need to start creating a daily to-do list so that you can just check it off and feel good after you check it off. But create a list of things that you can turn into habits that will cause less stress on you, because this business should be fun and it's supposed to be like joyful and energetic and like this tribe of women who, like, I hope that we get a bigger team and have more of a tribe coming in. But so think of a list of things that you can do to cause you less stress and really make this more enjoyable, easier, more fun. And that's really all I have. Does anyone have any questions about any of the social media platforms? Confused on anything at all? No? Okay. I hope this was good. I was really excited for it. Mainly just hoping that it would put you at ease, that it's not as complicated, or that you don't have to like think of all these awesome posts or anything like that, or try to be like really salesy, and just really connect with people. So thank you all for hopping on. I really appreciate it. I hope that you found some use out of it. If not, I'm really, really sorry. And I will see you guys later. Have a good night.